From the celebrity capital of the world, it's Hollywood Squares starring Jerry Springer, Richard Simmons, Mama, John Salley, Tony Lower, Mull, Jillian Barberie, and this week's Center Square, Don Rickles.
We got the best and most players from coast to coast, and I don't want to boast, it's Hollywood Squares.
And your host, Tom Bergeron.
Thank you, Jeffrey. Welcome to Hollywood Squares. How about giving it up for a fine week with our Center Square this week, Don Rickles. It's been a pleasure. Been a pleasure to be on the receiving end of a few barbs by our Center Square. I want to welcome our returning champion. She has $6,500 so far, Karen Boucher.
Thank you.
Welcome back. You're welcome.
Thank you.
And you are joined by David Sangster in the exposition. Welcome to the Nut House, Dave. Good to see you. All right, you know, it's tic-tac-toe. You have to decide if the answers the stars are giving are correct or they are just making them up. That's how you get the squares. First game is a $1,000 game. And, Dave, you get to kick it off.
Don Rickles, please.
Don Rickles appearing at Foxwoods in Connecticut next week, January 24th and 25th. Don, according to Yahoo, what's the main difference between a donkey and an ass?
Well, my experience, an ass is kind of cute. And a donkey, well, you know, that's if you're alone on an island someplace and, and the broad dies. Well, an ass is a male.
All right. Heard a few women tell me that on occasion.
I'll disagree.
No, a donkey's domesticated, an ass is wild, is how that works.
Oh, that's
so
great.
X,
That's great.
X gets that one. Karen.
I'll take Jillian Barberie, please.
Jillian Barberie, all right, from Good Day Live on Fox TV and Extreme Dating. All right, Jillian. Letitia Baldridge gives two main pieces of advice about love letters. One is not to make promises you can't keep. What's the other?
And the other one, I think, would be to not talk dirty in your letter because it just doesn't transcribe the same way as it would over the phone, say, or, you know.
So her answer is basically that dirty letter talk isn't as good as dirty phone talk.
Right.
I'll agree.
No, it's just, she says, just make sure you send them after you write. Just send them. A lot of people will write them and not send them.
Right.
X gets the square. Break for you, Dave.
Jerry Springer for the win, please.
Jerry Springer. His show is in its 12th season. Jerry, true or false, the Emmy Award show itself is not allowed to win a Best Show Emmy.
Apparently, neither is my show. No, actually, that's true.
For the win.
I'll agree.
Yes, that is true. Right, X gets it. And $1,000. Our next $1,000 game is the Secret Square game. Already in the Secret Square stash, we have a trip to Barbados, a Bally's Fitness membership, and today we're adding this.
Whoa, Nellie! It's an equestrian vacation in Devon, England. From Cross Country International, you and a guest will spend a week perfecting your horseback riding skills while staying at a charming country inn. From Cross Country International at equestrianvacations.com, worth $7,166.
Thank you, Jeffrey. Our Secret Square today is worth just under $17,000, and we're going to show you at home who it is. Now you know, Dave, you won the first game, so you get to start this one.
Well, let's go with Don Rickles again.
Don Rickles, why not? Coming soon to the Stardust in Vegas and the Tropicana in Atlantic City. On Howdy Doody, who ran around squirting people?
You really have the guts to ask me that? I mean, Tom, does this job mean that much to you? Are you your two children up in Connecticut wandering around the woods looking for pine wood or something? What is wrong with you? What is wrong with you, Tom? Tell him. Tell him. Tell these producers how fed up you are with this job. Tell them. See, you smoked when you were a kid. Look what's happening. Look at this. I'm working to a magic act. There
I'm up. Who
Boy,
ran
Tom-
around squirting people on Howdy Doody?
Yeah, right, Tom. I heard the question. We'll work it out, baby. Don't you worry, sweetie. Buffalo Bob Smith.
Buffalo Bob Smith.
I'll agree.
No, Clarabelle, the clown, did the squirting. Circle gets that one. Break for you, Karen.
I'll take Martin Mull, please.
Martin Mull. All right, Martin. It was originally called the Minnesota Mining and Manufacturing Company, but we now know it better as what?
Oh, well, it's a very small back and a very big cup. It's 3M.
3M.
I'll agree.
3M. Circle. Guess the square. We get a break. Somewhere up there, a secret square worth almost $17,000. Will they find it? We'll find out after this. Stick around.
Jillian, I'm a big fan of your show. I think Good Day LA is such a funny...
That's me. That's Joan. Although I do beat up. Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
She's cock-up. She's a little cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, but we love this Kennedy. We do.
Promotional consideration furnished by the following.
We got the best and most players from coast to coast. And I don't wanna coast. It's Hollywood Square.
All right, welcome back. We're in the midst of a secret square game. Up there, a secret square worth almost $17,000. We'll get right back to it. First, let's give our contestants a chance to say hello. Karen Pouchet, remind us about your life and times.
I'm a fresh squeezed juice saleswoman. I was born in Mill Valley, California. My husband Randy and I have a beautiful son named Ryan. He's 2 years old. And I have a very large family. I have 30 cousins and 15 great second cousins.
Wow, juice is good for that kind of stuff. All right. Good to have you back, Karen. And Dave Sangster, tell us about your life and times.
I'm originally from Jamaica. I'm a Persian Gulf War veteran, and I'm a fitness professional, thank you.
All right, Dave, good to have you with us. And I believe it is your turn.
I'll take Mama for the Block.
Mama for the Block. Did I mention her two-woman show, Vicki Lawrence and Mama, in Milwaukee at the Northern Lights Theater on the 30th?
Just for the record, Dave, I'm not your mama.
Does Red Book report it's okay for you to be on birth control pills for 10 years or longer?
Well, not if you want to have a baby, Tom. 10 years or longer. You know, I wish they'd have had some of them little pills around, or I wouldn't have popped Eunice out. But yes, I believe it's fine and dandy. You can stay on them suckers for 10 years.
Yes, she said.
Yeah, sure.
I'll agree.
Yeah, it's fine. It reduces your chance of ovarian cancer, actually, by 80%. So X gets the block there. Karen?
I'll take John Salley, please.
John Salley, co-host of the best damn sports show, period, on the Fox Sports Network. John, as you may have learned in anatomy class, your body has 23 pairs of what?
And I know this because I'm smart sitting next to Don. Chromosomes.
Chromosomes.
I agree.
That's right. You got your circle, yes. All right, Dave.
I'll take Kennedy for the Block.
Kennedy, friend or foe on the Game Show Network. Kennedy, Jane Magazine reports it takes the average man 27 seconds to do this to a woman. Do what?
Make her fall in love.
I'll disagree.
Remove her bra. X gets the block. Karen.
I will take Joni Lauer for the win, please.
All right, Joni Lauer, by the way, the current New Japan Wrestling Champion. Body Challenge 2 is on the Discovery Health Channel. Joni, Sir Hugh Beaver conceived the idea of publishing a world-famous reference book. Which one?
Don's looking at me funny.
Well, you're not exactly a moose.
Encyclopedia Britannica.
I agree.
The Guinness Book of World Records. He thought up the idea trying to settle an argument. X gets a block there. Good break for you, Dave.
Jerry Springer for the win, please.
All right, Jerry for the win. All right, Jerry. In the cult movie and novel Valley of the Dolls, what actually are the dolls?
The inflatable kind or the what?
Oh, yes, you are disgusted.
No, they're talking about pills.
I'll disagree.
They are talking about pills, sleeping pills, pep pills, like that. Circle gets that one. You're still alive here, Karen. Will she be able to tie it up? Will anybody find the secret square? We'll find out after these words.
Oh my God, I cannot take it.
Really understated, Jody, right?
That's what I said. I go, what a shame, you're not going to see it.
I am so embarrassed I have that same outfit thing.
I love the shoes. I'm so glad you didn't wear that today, Jerry.
I was going to.
Promotional consideration furnished by the following.
Hey, welcome back to the show. On Monday, in addition to Kermit the Frog, John Ritter from 8 Simple Rules, we welcome back as center square our buddy from Everybody Loves Raymond, Brad Garrett, all Monday on H2 Hollywood Squares. I believe it was your turn, Karen.
I'll take Jillian Barberie for the win, please.
All right, not the secret square, but for the win and a tie game, Jillian, because the local cemetery is full. What did the mayor of the French town of Le Lavandou recently ban his citizens from doing?
Putting up large headstones.
I disagree.
He banned them from dying. Circle gets it. We have a tie. Well, guess who our secret square was? Yes, Richard Simmons. Nobody picked Richard. Monday's secret square will be worth over $19,000. Our tiebreaker game's worth $2,000. Our returning champion, Karen, you kick it off.
I'll take Don Rickles, please.
All right, Don. Don, for the first time in history, this has been banned at the Vatican, and violators can be hit with a $30 papal fine. What can't you do?
Call up your rabbi and tell him to get it fixed. I would say take a picture of the Pope.
I agree.
No, if you smoke. If you smoke. X gets the square. Break for you, Dave.
I'll go with Mama, please.
Mama, okay. All right, Mama. Now, you don't usually see her do this in public, but on a recent visit to a mosque, Queen Elizabeth removed something. What?
It was a little bit of steak and kidney pie that was stuck between her teeth there. You don't see the Queen ever do this that I can remember, but I believe she removed her shoes.
I disagree.
Her shoes. It's customary for people to remove their shoes, but the Queen is rarely photographed doing so. Circle gets that one, Karen.
I'll take Jerry Springer, please.
Jerry Springer. All right, Jerry. Soon to be released CD containing all original songs by Jerry. What's it going to be called, Jerry?
In America.
In America, okay. In maritime law,
yes. If
your boat sinks, whose property is it?
Probably the Coast Guard's. No, it's the whichever country is there. That's
all right. Okay, in whichever country's jurisdiction it sinks.
I agree.
No, it's yours. If someone retrieves it for you, you have to pay them a finder's fee, though. X gets that one too, Dave.
Jillian Barberie for the win, please.
Jillian for the win and $2,000. All right, Jill, who was the first animal to be featured on Lifestyles of the Rich and Famous?
Lassie?
I disagree.
Morris the cat. Oh. X gets the square. And the win for $2,000. Our next game is worth $4,000. Dave, you can kick it off.
Don Rickles, please.
Don Rickles. All right, Don. Why does a laughing hyena laugh?
I would say the hyena laughs to signal the other groups that he runs with.
I disagree.
He's just nervous. He's afraid. He's upset. He's threatened. It's an emotional response.
Oh, thanks, Simmons.
Yeah, that's what it is. X gets the square, Karen.
I'll take Martin Mull, please.
Martin, okay. There we go. Ironically, Martin, the daughter of which well-known psychologist became a founder of child psychology?
Well, see, I don't like the idea of child psychologists. I feel if I go to see someone, I want to see an adult. So I may be prejudiced in this, but I believe it's Sigismund himself, Sigmund Freud.
I agree.
Yes, Sigmund Freud was the guy who thought it was Anna Freud. That's right. So Circle gets that one, Dave.
Johnny Lauer, please.
All right. Johnny Lauer over there. New Japan Wrestling Champion, Joni, in 1997. Whose figure did the Hollywood Wax Museum move from the sports section to the Chamber of Horrors?
I think I know this one because although he is a horror, he is one of my favorites, Mike Tyson.
I disagree.
Mike Tyson, that's right. Circle. Circle gets the square. We are out of time. Karen, you got 2 circles up there. That means you get $2,000 for today. And in total, you leave us with $8,500. A pleasure having you here. You bet.
Thank you.
But, Dave, you got 1x. $3,500 means you're our new champion. And our pleasure. Good for you. Ready to try for a car?
Oh, absolutely.
All right, Dave's going for our sporty car in the bonus round right after this. Stick around. The week with a new champion, Dave, who got $3,500 in the front game. And now, Dave, look over here at those flashing 9 keys. One of them will start what, Jeffrey?
It's the new Mazda Miata! For style, fun, and performance, the Miata's sleek design gives this curb hugger the look of a classic roadster. From Galpin Mazda, Los Angeles, worth $22,550.
Righty then. Up to now, we found out a little bit about what the stars know. Dave, here's where we find out how much you know about them. The way it works is you pick a square. I'll read a statement about that star. If you agree or disagree correctly, you've won the square. At the end of 30 seconds, for every square you've won, we take away a bad key, improving your odds of starting the car. Let's put 30 seconds on the clock for our new champ. It starts ticking when you pick your first star.
Kennedy.
Kennedy played a nosy reporter in Scary Movie 2.
Agree.
Wrong. Next. Next.
Jerry Springer, please.
Jerry's first job was as a presidential campaign aide.
Disagree.
Wrong. Next.
Mama, please.
A mama appears in a Richard Simmons exercise video for seniors.
Disagree.
Right. Next.
John Salley, please.
John owned a cigar store called Cigarri.
Agree.
Yes. Next.
Don Rickles.
Don co-starred opposite De Niro in Martin Scorsese's Casino.
Agree.
Right. Next.
Joni Laura.
Joni has a series of Playboy collector plates and signs. All right, we're out of time. Let's go down there and count some keys here, Dave. Correct in 30 seconds, so we're going to take away 3 of the bad keys. It'd be a real nice way to end the week if you won a car, don't you think?
It would.
Yeah, it would be. All right, one of those
Absolutely.
6 will do it, Dave. Good luck.
Go with the center.
Dead center. All right, here we go. No. That's not going to do it today, Dave. Come on out of here for a second. We'll find out which of these keys would have started the car. All right, that one right there would have started the car. But here's the good news. You got 3 right. We'll add $3,000 to your total. So day 1 is champion, $6,500. And you'll be back Monday, right?
Absolutely.
You defend your championship. Right. Dave will be back. We want to thank Don Rickles, our center square, and all our stars. Monday, our buddy Brad Garrett comes back along with Kermit and John Ritter on Hollywood Squares. I'm Tom Bergeron. Have a great weekend. We'll see you then.
This is Jeffrey Tambor, the voice of Hollywood Square, saying so long. Promotional consideration furnished by the following.
Hi, my name is Joan from Florida. If you want to get a permanent center square, I couldn't think of anybody better than Martin Mull. He might be a good one. And also, did you ever think of using celebrities as contestants? They're playing for their charity. I think that would be a lot of fun. Bye.
Hi, I'm Bob. I live in North Carolina. My comment is that you have much too many commercials. I suspect that in a 30-minute program, you have way less than 15 minutes of the game. It's the only show I watch during the morning, but if you don't start lowering your commercial time, I think I'm going to stop. Bye.
Hi, this is Debbie from Virginia, and I just wanted to say how much I enjoy Hollywood Squares because it makes me laugh every day. Thanks.